Hello ladies and gentlemen! If you visit Reddit on a regular basis, you might have seen these so-called Tnt Yeeter designs. I personally find them incredibly hilarious and wanted to bring them to life. So for today's video I wrote a data pack that adds working Tnt Yeeters to your Minecraft world. Before we get into that, I'm super excited to tell you about today's video sponsor. I've actually turned down a lot of offers this past month because I couldn't really identify with the products, but Raid Shadow Legends is a game I genuinely enjoy and I've been super addicted to it ever since I started playing. Raid is a completely free RPG game which almost 10 million people worldwide have downloaded in just 3 months. If you don't trust my judgment, you can just look at the almost perfect score on the Play Store with almost 200,000 reviews. In the game you basically get to play different heroes that you unlock as you progress. I'm already at level 16 and only have like 6 out of 300 heroes. So there's an insane amount of content I have yet to unlock. My personal favorite is this elf called Hynynen. I just love her design and she has a crazy powerful attack that can basically kill multiple people at once. The game is growing super fast and they also have plans for massive updates in the future. If you want to play with me, you can find me under the nick McMakistein, and if you're quick enough you can even join my clan. As part of the new player program you will even get 50,000 silver and a free epic champion. So if you're interested, click the link in the description and download Raid Shadow Legends to your phone. But now let's continue with the video. Making a Tnt Yeeter is actually really easy. All you need to do is build one first, which is done by placing 2 grindstones on top of each other like so. And it's really important that the upper one is facing upwards, otherwise it won't work. Next, just place a skeleton skull and finally drop a nether star on top and it will become alive. At first you will notice that sometimes the armor stands don't update properly, but as soon as he starts walking it updates again. It's just the micro teleportation is really buggy sometimes and doesn't properly update, even though the commands themselves should work. But yeah, just a minor issue. And it will chase you around and give you hunger whenever he hits you, just because I'm using a husk for the AI basically. And if we go into creative mode again and now drop a piece of TNT on the ground, you'll notice that it will try to collect it. Always the nearest one, of course. And if he's in this state, only the legs will be animated and he will just carry the TNT around and try to kill you as usual. There's a special behavior if the Tnt Yeeter walks across a lit redstone line, because whenever he does, he will launch the TNT. So let's go into survival mode again, and let's make sure he gets our attention. And as soon as he walks across it, there will be a little animation and he will launch the TNT forward. So let's give him another one, make him chase us again, and he will launch it into our direction once again. You can actually try to use that to make some sort of farm or something, or just some sort of automated process. Let's just kill him real quick by dropping a piece of gunpowder on him. As you can see, I prepared some sort of machine thing over here. So if we make another Tnt Yeeter and bring it to life, he will try to chase the villager over there. But if there's a piece of TNT, which he usually prefers, he will walk over there, activate the pressure plate, which spawns in a new piece of TNT. And as soon as he walks above the redstone line, he launches the TNT, prioritizes the TNT again, walks back to the villager, etc, etc. I'm not sure what the exact use of that would be. If you would want to throw a bunch of TNT on a clock, you could just build a dispenser, but it's whatever. I mean, you hopefully get the point. Maybe you guys can have some cool ideas on how to use this to your advantage and make some sort of automatic machine or something. If you do, make sure you send me a video or screenshot of what you came up with on Twitter at Mr. McMakistein. I'm curious if you guys can come up with some cool applications for this. For now, let's kill him again so he doesn't destroy all terrain. And I just quickly want to show you one of the functions I wrote for this Tnt Yeeter concept. So let's activate this command block, which basically executes a function, swing original, from all the armor stands with the tag swing as. So let's spawn one in. So this armor stand now executes this function over here 20 times a second. Let's actually set the speed, because there are different swinging speeds I implemented. And if we now set the score of is moving to 1, it will start to go back and forth. And I basically added a custom block model to the head of the armor stand for the leg and arm swinging animation. And we can, for example, set the swing speed to something higher, which makes it go much faster, or even 6. And I just basically try to make it as user-friendly as possible, so I can reuse this function for future creations. And you can even stop the animation midway through, and it will not snap back to the middle, but it will slowly go back to the middle and stop there, which basically leads to a really smooth animation. And it just works really seamlessly. And I basically teleported 4 of these armor stands to the body model and animated them depending on if the husk is moving or not. So yeah, that's a little insight in the behind the scenes of how this concept works. If you want to take a look at the specific commands, feel free to do so. All the functions are labeled, and you should, if you have a general knowledge of command blocks, you should get the gist of it. And yeah, that was my TNT Yeeter concept in vanilla Minecraft. If you want to download the creation, the link to the data and resource pack is in the description. And that's gonna conclude today's video. Thanks again to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video. They actually allowed me to break even with my rent for the first time after 6 years on YouTube. And I actually find the game really fun, so I'm happy they approached me. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.